Boots, like, he's a tremendous talent, and he's no walk in the park for no one, you know. So he's a threat to anyone that he step foot in the ring with, you know. He got tremendous speed. He got great power, defense, reflexes, all that, you know. But the only thing that I can say is I'm 10 steps ahead. Never. I'm retired. I'm happily retired. You know, it's Boots' era. I pray and hope that, you know, he take it to the extreme. I pray nothing but success for him and his family, you know, and all in all, it's all about competitiveness, and people want to see, you know, this generation, how would they do with the previous generation? The same way with people comparing me to.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Like, is that a fight you would want?
For sure, but you know, he retired. Like he talking, but he retired. He ain't saying he want to fight, so he won't say he retired. You know, let him enjoy his retirement. You know, and like he said, this the Boots era. He said it himself.
You know, I've been doing that my whole career. I've been doubted my whole career. I've been talked about my whole career. I've been, you know, I haven't fought this guy. And when I do fight these guys, or when I do step up, then it's always an excuse.
Do you think that you're really going to be the next guy? You're going to be the biggest attraction? You're going to try to take over that Cinco de Mayo weekend and that Mexican Independence Day weekend in September? Is that the goal?
Most definitely. I'm the face of boxing. Like I said before, these guys can't do what I do. And then, like I said before, each and every fight, I give y'all something different. I don't ever fight the same way. And I feel like I'm giving y'all guys knockouts as well. And I'm giving y'all a show on boxing. I'm moving. I can do it all. You know, it's not nothing that you don't get from me. You never seen a boring drum.
That's the fight that everybody want to see.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
Do you respect him as, like, when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so.
I understand it, but don't lie or capture the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did.
Yeah.
And then that one time that I did, we said they called and we said You never heard nothing else back about it. So like.
Right.
I mean, I respect it though. I mean, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But don't be capping on it.
Terence "Bud" Crawford may have officially stepped away from boxing as a 3-division undisputed champion, enjoying life, traveling, and brushing aside talk of another comeback. But his recent actions tell a completely different story. Crawford has clearly been paying attention to Jaron "Boots" Ennis, and this goes far beyond simply keeping an eye on a younger fighter. He has analyzed Ennis, questioned the hype surrounding him, and fired off comments that sent boxing fans into a frenzy. So why would a retired legend spend so much time focusing on the man being positioned as the next major force at junior middleweight? Because beneath the public comments, a serious rivalry appears to be developing, and fans everywhere are calling for these two to finally settle the argument inside the ring.
Yeah. But your man,
Yeah.
you know the fight niggas want to see, bro.
What?
Boots. No niggas want to see Boots, bro.
Bro, Terrence different, bro. I just know that man is different. That's what I'm saying. I never been in the ring with Boots.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Boots ain't different or you know, not good at all. I think it would be a good fight, but I just think, you know, Terrence, just like he said, man, he been battle tested before. Terrence been through all the ups and downs in the ring. He's the Floyd Mayweather of this generation. Just the magnitude of this fight, maybe Terrence is just not.
Right now, Crawford is living the kind of retirement most fighters dream about. He conquered the 154-pound division, defeated Canelo Alvarez in a massive, career-defining showdown, and appeared ready to leave the sport behind on his own terms. He has even been seen enjoying his time in Tanzania, far away from the constant pressure and noise surrounding professional boxing.
That's exactly where we headed next. But this wasn't your typical beach day. Instead of kicking back in a lounge chair, we found ourselves at Cocoa Beach for something a little more my speed, a boxing event.
That peaceful image didn't last very long. One social media post completely changed the conversation. When Crawford was asked about Boots Ennis, he didn't respond like a retired champion simply offering advice to the next generation. Instead, Bud made a bold statement suggesting that he is still several steps ahead of the younger fighter. He also rejected the idea that Ennis has reached his level, questioning the quality of the opposition on the Philadelphia fighter's record. That comment immediately created chaos among boxing fans. Crawford wasn't simply giving an opinion. It sounded like a warning from a former champion who still believes he understands the division better than anyone else.
Make of that.
I ain't worried about what nobody got going on. That kind of stuff don't bother me. I be locked in on what's in front of me and these other champions, and I'm like I said, I'm here to take over this division, this sport, this game mine.
But it does seem like there's something there. I can't lie. He also said he was 10 steps ahead of you. There seems to be some friction there. I know it's something that dates back. Are you surprised to see this after a win of that caliber?
No, I don't even care. None of that stuff don't bother me.
But it would be a massive fight, right? I feel like he's going to come back at some point, and I think that you could be the guy to bring him back. That's a big money fight for you.
We'll see. As of right now, he retired. So he what do you say? He said he joined his retirement, right? So
yeah, that's probably the biggest money fight for you, right?
You could say that probably, but there's other big fights out here for sure too, though. So
do you consider him a hater?
I don't consider him anything. I don't even care. Like I people just keep asking me questions about it. I don't even pay him no mind. I don't pay none of these people no mind. Don't ask me no questions about him, for real. That's how I feel.
I understand. It's just new stuff, when that's being tweeted like seconds after the fight, it's hard not to ask you about it. You understand, right?
The situation became even more interesting when Ennis entered the ring for a huge unification fight against highly regarded Puerto Rican star Xander Zayas. Boots produced a brutal performance, overwhelming the young contender and eventually stopping him in the 7th round. The arena exploded as Ennis celebrated a statement victory, while the media quickly began treating him like the unquestioned ruler of the division.
Shannon! What's your reaction to this knockout?
Wow! That's all I can say is let's go, champ! Let's go, champ! Boots is it! Boots is it, y'all!
Boots is Sebastian Pandora first on
He it, yo!
He gonna beat those guys!
Yeah, yo! Let's go, champ! I want my man right here! Let's go, champ! That's right! Big Brooklyn! Big Brooklyn!
Boots and Pandora!
I told him!
Shannon, Boots and Pandora!
Yeah, I like that. I like Boots.
Boots versus Virgil Ortiz too?
Boots.
None of
them can't beat him.
Nobody. What could Xander have done? He should have. What was it?
Not
done,
four.
Right?
Gave him the belts.
Okay, gave him the belt. That's it.
Gave him the belts. Here, son.
That's right.
Take that. Don't kill me. I was saying, don't kill him, Boots. Don't kill him.
Don't kill him, Boots.
Don't kill him, Boots. Don't kill him.
He killed him.
However, former champions and elite fighters don't watch fights the same way ordinary fans do. While everyone else focused on the spectacular finish, Crawford was likely paying attention to the moments where Ennis became vulnerable. During the 3rd and 4th rounds, Ennis acknowledged that he became careless. He remained in close range for too long, his defensive movements slowed down, and he absorbed clean punches that visibly affected him. For spectators, those exchanges added excitement to an already impressive performance. But for someone with Crawford's defensive instincts and counterpunching ability, those moments could represent a major opening. Bud quickly went online and argued that the excitement around Ennis had gone too far, making it clear that a world-class counterpuncher could have punished those mistakes immediately.
But to credit Boots, like, he's a tremendous talent and he's no walk in the park for no one. So he's a threat to anyone that he stepped foot in the ring with. He got tremendous speed. He got great power, defense, reflexes, all that, But the only thing that I can say is I'm 10 steps ahead of him. Like, I'm 10 steps ahead of him in smarts. And I think, that's where he'll get in trouble with, coming straight forward, trying to box me or trying to, think shot for shot. I just, compare myself, with a lot of great fighters, and I can see the holes in his game, and I can see the openings and the opportunities that I will have because A, I feel like I punch harder than Xander. B, I'm way sharper than Xander. C, I'm way faster than Xander. So the shots that Xander was hitting him with and the shots that Xander couldn't capitalize because his speed wasn't there, I will be able to capitalize. And when I capitalize, everybody know I'm probably one of the best counterpunchers, there ever was. So
if Crawford intended to put pressure on the young champion, the strategy produced the opposite result. Ennis didn't retreat or soften his position. Instead, he went on a media run and turned the intensity all the way up. When reporters brought up elite names such as Devin Haney, Errol Spence Jr., and Terence Crawford, Boots showed absolutely no hesitation. He treated every one of those potential opponents as a manageable challenge and made it clear that he believed none of them were beyond his ability.
I need to know, does easy work pop in your mind or a challenging fight? Xander.
Easy work.
Charlo.
Easy work.
Fedor.
Easy work.
Errol Spence.
Easy work.
Devin Haney.
Easy work.
Terence Bud Crawford.
Easy work.
This felt different from the typical promotional back and forth used to sell a fight. Ennis appeared to be directly challenging the reputation of an established generation, referring to a 3-division undisputed champion as someone he could handle without difficulty completely changed the tone of the rivalry. Boots was no longer simply a young contender waiting patiently for his opportunity. He was presenting himself as the man ready to push the older generation aside and prove that their time at the top was finished.
Yeah. On this show, Boots, Channing told Bud there's a certain number you'd come back from. But after the last fight, he sent out a little, you're not on social media, so I'm gonna hip you to it. He sent out, he's like, hey man, I ain't gonna say nothing, but y'all see it.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Like, is that a fight you would want?
For sure, but he retired. Like he talking, but he retired. He ain't saying he want to fight, so he won't say he retired. Let him enjoy his retirement. And like he said, this the Boots era. He said it himself. Somebody, a couple people, a couple of my homies sent it to me. He like, yo, he talking about this the Boots era. He know, yeah, it's just different over here. I'm trying to tell you, it's different over here, yo. It's different.
That, hypothetically, right? Would that be a fight that would even make sense? Like, would you say this is a big fight? Understandably, the legacy is there for Bud. But what is he, 39, 37?
Oh, no.
Something like that. And you're right there in the thick of your prime, right? Would that even be a thing? Like,
No, it's definitely a big fight if he was a return, but he returned, I beat him, they're gonna be like he was old. Like, it's always gonna be something. Like, it's like I said, when people be bringing up his name, I don't even really be caring. Like, he retired. Like, it's like he just talking. He doing whatever.
From a technical standpoint, this potential matchup creates an incredible problem for both fighters. Former world champion Sean Porter, who has experience sharing the ring with Crawford and has also worked with Ennis, described the matchup as an elite versus elite battle between two extremely confident fighters. Crawford's biggest advantage has always been his ability to process what is happening in front of him. He can spend the early rounds studying an opponent's habits, identify the patterns, and then begin taking those weapons away piece by piece. His patience, accuracy, timing, and ability to make adjustments make him one of boxing's most intelligent technicians. Ennis presents an entirely different challenge. He is a powerful switch hitter with exceptional athletic ability, unusual angles, speed, and serious knockout strength from either stance. Boots isn't interested in simply outpointing opponents. He wants to break their rhythm, overwhelm them physically, and force them into uncomfortable situations. That creates the biggest question of all. Can Ennis's explosive style and continued development overpower one of the smartest tactical fighters of this generation?
Will catch him.
Yeah.
And buzz boots. And
Yeah.
I think that'll. I think Terence stops him
It's
late.
such a special fight because you got two alpha males in the ring that are true alpha males. You know what I mean? I was an alpha male until I got in the ring with that dude.
It just
and that dude, like, it was like the more he wasn't allowing me to do what he wasn't, and it was like, damn, okay, well then shit,
Who punches
you know.
harder? You had one of them in eights and the other in sparring.
I don't know, cause that dude hit me with a right hand in the sparring, and I was like, I was like, yo, that was real.
Think it's one of those things where Boots is good, but once you run in there with that, you're like, damn, I thought I was good. Shit, I gotta work on.
Yeah, it's like
shit, I
if
gotta
you-
work on.
If you
That's
compare it,
different. That would be like if Sean fought Floyd Mayweather. Oh, I thought that was good.
I'd compare it to this. Jaron Ennis, Terence Crawford. Jaron Ennis is Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Terence Crawford's Kobe Bryant, Michael
There you
Jordan.
go. There you go.
Perfect.
If
A
you-
plus A.
And if
There you
you
go.
and if you just look at the highlight reels, you might actually think
Oh,
Vince
he got
Carter
shot.
is better.
He-
You might think Vince Carter is even better.
Yeah, that's
or
perfect.
Tracy. So that
just like
There is, however, one major factor that cannot be ignored. Crawford is approaching 40, while Ennis is much younger, active, hungry, and still improving. Boxing has repeatedly shown how unforgiving the sport can be toward aging champions who spend extended periods away from competition. Experience can tell a fighter exactly what to do, but the body still has to execute those instructions at the right moment. A tiny decline in reaction speed can completely change the outcome against a dangerous opponent. Ennis has youth on his side, along with fast reflexes, relentless offense, and the ability to switch stances without losing his attacking rhythm. If Crawford's timing has slipped even slightly during his time away from the ring, facing a constantly changing fighter like Boots could turn what looks like a brilliant tactical matchup into a serious danger.
To kill people, right? I look at Boots as more of a hitman and Crawford as more of an assassin. You seen the movie The Mechanic?
I haven't.
With Jason? Okay. So the Terence Crawford, if they say, hey man, that guy right there, he's screwing up our business, we want him eliminated. Crawford will find out where he drinks his coffee at. He'll have poison in his coffee and he'll just croak and just be dead. Well, they'll tell Boots, and Boots will say, okay, what time is he gonna be at the coffee shop? And he'll walk in and blow his head off with a shotgun. He's dead both ways, but they go about it a little bit differently. They're very similar in certain ways, but Crawford is a more patient fighter. He's just more calculated. He's more patient. I don't know if that means he has a better IQ though. I just think that that's how he goes about it. Crawford takes a little time to catch his rhythm in the fight, and he's downloading data, and then like after maybe the third or fourth round, he just goes on a run and just takes over. Where Boots has his rhythm when he walks in the door, but Boots also, you know, he might be a little bit more open for the incoming, but he's also putting more hurt on you earlier in the fight. So they just go about it differently. You know what I mean? I don't want to compare who's going to win or lose because I want to respect Crawford's retirement, and I really think that that not you at all, but just overall, like the media is making a rivalry out of two fighters that's never going to fight. You know what I mean? And I think that that's a little bit unfortunate because I've noticed that Crawford and Floyd have become friends, and they're the same amount of years apart.
And now boxing finds itself at a fascinating crossroads. People inside this sport are debating whether this matchup could become the biggest test either man has ever faced. Did Zayas take a dangerous step too soon against Ennis? And could Ennis now be making the same kind of gamble by trying to pull Crawford out of retirement? There is also the possibility that Crawford is approaching this situation from a completely different angle. Perhaps he is testing Ennis's patience and emotional control, allowing the young champion to become more confident than he should. Maybe Bud isn't interested in returning at all. Or perhaps every comment, every criticism, and every public exchange is part of a larger psychological game designed to make Ennis believe he has already solved the Crawford puzzle. Whatever the truth may be, the mental battle has already started, and neither fighter appears willing to step away.
What would those accomplishments be?
Early on, when I first turned pro, my goals was to be undisputed at 147, 154, 160, and maybe 168.
Wow.
I think 168 gonna be my cutoff mark. at 147, I was able to become unified and lineal champ. So that was I had the IBF, the WBA, the Super WBA, and in the Ring magazine. And like I said before, they was all playing around and stuff like that. So I couldn't get the other 2 belts. But now that I'm at 54, I'm gonna do that 54, be on the speed at 54, and then 60, and then maybe 168, or who knows, 60 could be my cutoff, but we'll see.
Wow.
Where do you walk around at?
I be up there. right now my weight cool because I got right back in the gym, and so I was cool.
But is it challenging though, or you got to get there, so it's kind of
no, it's
for
not.
par?
It's not challenging because once I get in that mode and I turn that camp switch on and drink all my water and all that stuff, I be cool. It kind of fall right off. But it do get it do get harder as you get older, with cutting weight. But I got a method, and I got my mom. She helps me, with the food and things like that. So we kind of we be good.
You want to be the fake.
The possibility of Crawford versus Ennis has quickly become one of the most talked about matchups in boxing. It represents a perfect clash between veteran experience and youthful aggression, between a fighter known for making adjustments and another who wants to overwhelm everyone standing in front of him. Fans are split, analysts continue debating the advantages, and the fighters themselves are keeping the rivalry alive through their public comments. If they never meet, boxing fans could spend years wondering what would have happened. But if the contracts are eventually signed and these two actually share the ring, the result could define an entire era. Crawford could prove that elite experience and ring intelligence remain impossible to overcome. Or Ennis could deliver a stunning changing of the guard moment and establish himself as the new dominant force. So now the question goes to you. Should Crawford and Ennis settle all of this inside the ring? And if that fight happens, who are you picking to win? Leave your prediction in the comments. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next boxing update. And make sure to share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.